if you don't understand the concept about this, yeah, it is hard for you to generate, yeah, auto-generate into LDM or PDM. Maybe you can generate it, but if you implement it into your database, maybe it will give the wrong design. If you give the wrong design in the first type, actually in this CDM, okay. I have this kind CDM, yeah. If you convert it into ERD, yeah, send ERD, we have member and we have registration and we have cashier like this. Nah, of course, yeah, if you remember, if I try to draw that I have member, ya, gini kan, slide gini kan. This one is member, I will put M here, and this one is registration. And then this is relation, yeah. This one is registration, this one is relation or stored something. And if you compare it, ya, gimana kalau dibagi dua? Nah, if you compare it member and registration here, so we can call it is one, and this one is many to one, yeah, right? Nah, some of you confused. Ya bener gini kan, kalau di RDChain, di CDM tadi bentuknya seperti itu, di RDChain kan bentuknya seperti ini. We have a member, we have registration, we have the relationship here. It is registration and member, many to one, member to registration is one to many. Of course, in this member, we have a specific primary key, yeah. PKM, misalkan. Primary key for member. Here also we have primary key for reg, yeah. Based on lesson that you have learned before, where I should put primary key here. Which one is the correct? Should I put primary key member into D here, or I should put primary key from registration into here, and the relation is one to many. Jadi kalau kemarin, kalau udah dipelajari, yang kemarin kan ada hubungannya member sama registrasi, misalkan satu ke banyak. Di situ kan pasti kalau belajar mapping yang kemarin itu loh, yang satu ke banyak, itu kan ada di tabel gitu kan, dijadiin tabel istilahnya seperti itu. Nah, di situ kan problemnya kalian kan gimana cara mengkoneksikannya. Kalau kita mencari, biar bisa terkoneksi kan berarti kan satu entitas tertentu harus ambil primary key dari entitas lain gitu kan ya, biar bisa terkonek dan ditaruh di entitasnya dia. Itu yang dinamakan foreign key, seperti itu. Which is we have so many case ya, one to one, one to many, many to many. Nah, they have different way to put their how to connect it, about how to connect it. In this case, ya, kalau saya punya seperti ini, foreign key-nya, saya masukkan primary key mahasiswa ke tabel registrasi, atau saya masukkan primary key registrasi ke tabel mahasiswa. Anyone can help me? Or if you feel so shy to talk here, you can type on your chat Zoom. sorry, Rek. Gimana? How? Siapa ya? Coba. Coba Dinda dulu deh. Dinda, what is your opinion about this?
Maaf, Ma'am.
Ya,
Kurang paham sama pertanyaannya.
kurang paham sama pertanyaannya. Jadi gini, Dinda. Dinda, saya pakai bahasa Indonesia dulu biar Dinda jelas ya. Dinda kemarin kan udah belajar cara mapping IRD-Chain, benar? Yang
Iya,
ini.
Ma'am.
Di situ kan ada, sebentar ya, saya coba skip-kan yang ini. Saya keep. Ayo open our previous theory here on IRD into model relational. I think this one. Nah, yeah, you already learned about this, and you try to implement it into your own CDM. Wait, mana ya, Rek? Benar ini, kah? Kok nggak ada yang bahasa Inggris? Ini nih. Nah, this one. Dinda kemarin kan udah belajar ini, Din. Cara mapping. You already learn about how to mapping. If we have many-to-many relationship, if we have one-to-many relationship, or one-to-one relationship. Kok tinggal satu sih ini? Ini. Nah, ini kan contohnya kemarin ya. Seperti ini, ya. The problem yang kemarin itu kan, kalau one-to-one relationship, kita naruh foreign key-nya yang ini kemana gitu kan ya, kemarin kan mappingnya jadi seperti itu. Contohnya, kalau one-to-many, misalkan, kalau one-to-many, saya punya entitas yang lebih rendah, bukan yang lebih ringan, kemudian saya punya entitas yang lebih berat. Ringan dan berat di sini kalian bisa lihat dari relation-nya. Ya, for example, if I have a lecture teaching course, one lecture can teach so many course, more than one course. So the lecture relation here is lecture, and the weighter one is course, Jadi kalau kalian lihat di sini, kalau kita dari konsep, saya punya relasi nih, always we will compare it in binary, If we have problem like this, where I should put the foreign key in this table or this one, of course we must see it into binary relationship. Jadi kita lihatnya itu dua-dua gini, ini sama ini dulu, ini sama ini dulu, ini sama ini dua-dua seperti itu. Makanya kalau di contoh-contoh kemarin kan cuma dua-dua seperti ini karena emang lihatnya per binary. Oke. Nah, my question is, we have this problem. You already know the relation between registration and member is one into many, right, one to many. So the problem is where I should put the foreign key. Should I give a foreign key in member table or should I give that in registration table? Atau permasalahannya di sana adalah gimana caranya saya menaruh foreign key-nya. Foreign key-nya itu ditaruh di sebelah membernya atau di sebelah registrasinya. Otomatis kalau kita bicara foreign key, kalau kamu taruh di sebelah membernya sini, Rek, berarti kan pinjem key yang dari tetangganya. Berarti kalau ditaruh di sebelah member foreign key-nya, otomatis kalau hubungan dua ini adalah ID registration taruh sini. Kalau misalkan foreign key-nya ditaruh di sini, otomatis yang ditaruh di sini pinjam tetangganya ini adalah ID member seperti itu. Nah, this is one of the problem that some students here cannot decide where I should put the foreign key in the correct entities, which is you already learned about relationship, degree, and how to map it. Ya, so kalau di contohnya ini, ya, kalau di contohnya ini loh ya, atau kalau dari tulisan yang ini ya, ini gimana nih? For each binary relation one to many that doesn't involve into weak entity, determine which size is heavier. Size is considered more heavier scales are in the end side or many side. Jadi sisi yang berat itu yang ada tandanya many, gitu ya. Add a primary key from the lighter side to the heavier side relationship. Nah ini, terus kalian diminta naruh primary key dari yang ringan, ya. Kita bicara one to many, berarti dari yang sisi satu ke sisi yang banyak, seperti itu. Nah, pertanyaannya di sini, kan tadi kan kita contohnya one to many. Nah, ini Din pertanyaannya. Berdasarkan penjelasan saya tadi, yang benar primary key-nya ditaruh di sebelah mana? Mahasiswa ditaruh di entities registry atau primary key registrinya yang ditaruh di entities mahasiswa? Yang ke sini atau yang itu? Gimana, Din?
Yang di registration-nya, Ma'am.
Yang di registration-nya ada apanya?
Ada ID-nya itu, datanya dari membernya ini, Ma'am.
Oh ya, dari member ini.
Iya.
Berarti Dinda udah paham ya yang lighter, which one is the lighter, which one is the weighter, he or heavier. Udah paham ya konsep yang ini ya?
Yes, Ma'am.
Oke ya. Wes, berarti alhamdulillah kalau gitu nggak semua orang nggak paham di sini udah paham. Ya, terus nah itu. Jadi teman-teman di sini nanti kalau perhatikan ya di sini. On CDM it is known it doesn't need to create anything about where I put the foreign key because it will automatically created by your application. Yeah, if you generate it, for example, oh yeah, I have one-to-many relationship here. Of course, how to connect it? Of course, I must put ID member here into this table because this is the heavier. Yeah, this one is heavier. I have one-to-many relationship here. So the heavier one is many here. So I should put ID cashier here. You can see the result on CDM. We don't have any foreign key. Yeah, but if you see the next generated design, you can see how they create it all. Yeah, so you can see, oh, I have ID member from this member, right? I have ID cashier from this. Why this ID member and ID cashier, they put it here, you already understand the answer. So that's the important thing you should know. Yeah, you know the background why ID member they put it here and why ID cashier they put here. And another example again, I will back again on CDM, on our CDM. I have many-to-many relationship. You already learned about it before. They must create one new table, right? One new table if the relationship is many-to-many. On their new table, of course, they have their foreign key, yeah. included in their new table like this, ya kan? Many to many, terus di-create, di-generate, ya, di-mapping, pasti ada satu tabel bentukan baru, katakanlah ini. Satu tabel bentukan baru itu otomatis karena dia bridge, ya, dia jembatan, kan ini many to many, kalian bikin jembatan yang namanya relationship choose gitu ya. Choose itu jadi tabel baru gitu kan, choose gini kan. Otomatis nanti foreign key-nya ya ambil dari tabel yang atas sama bawahnya ini ya. So they get ID course and ID registration. And you can see on LDM ya. On LDM, they already generated it. And you can see again on CDM. On CDM, this is the result. Yeah. This one is primary key, which is they are foreign key also. Yeah. And wait. For this one. Of course, ID member is foreign key from relation this. ID cashier is foreign key from this kind of relation. Yeah. And this one is many to many. Registration and course. And you can see this one is for primary key and foreign key. Primary key and foreign key. So they have two primary key here, but that primary key is from foreign key. Yeah. Why not one, ma'am? Why not just only one primary key here? Because it is generated from this and this. Ya, yang ini jadi ini. Jadi dia pakai dua, yang kayak saya pernah jelaskan itu. Dia pakai dua indikator. Kalau ini primary key-nya cuma pakai satu indikator, ID member aja, ID kasir aja, gitu kan ya. ID registrasi aja. Ini benar-benar pure foreign key, Rek. Nah, kalau ini dia pakai dua indikator. Dua indikator itu maksudnya ya dia ini ada sebagai foreign key sama primary key. Jadi misalkan nih, dia kombinasinya ya, misalkan ID course-nya 1, ID registration-nya 1. Ya itu kehitung beda. Misalkan ID course-nya 1 lagi, ID registration-nya 2. Itu kan dua kombinasi yang berbeda. Jadi masih bisa diinputkan. Gitu. Kalau ini kan cuma main di satu kombinasi yang primary key ini, gitu. Itu sih mungkin kalau teman-teman di sini bingung menempatkan kayak gini-gini ya. For one to many relationship, you must put it the foreign key into the heavier side. Yeah. For one to one, you must decide which one is heavier first, then you can put it. For many to many, this is the most easiest way. You just need to create one table, and in that table is terdiri dari ini, dari yang tabel yang lainnya. Itu sih. Kalau sudah bisa itu, nanti pas waktu kalian ngoding gampang, because we have to kind of style about how to develop the database. Yeah. Firstly, you draw it like this, and then you generate it into .sql setup. And the second, way is you have you just need to type or you code from zero. When you code from zero, of course you must understand about that concept, because if we code it from zero like this, create table. Oh, I create table like this. I create table A, B, C. Those concepts that I already explained to you, it will give effect into this. About how to rule your table. We call it alter table. Alter itu ubah aturan di tabel itu apa. alter table. Oh, ubah nih aturan di tabel header pendaftaran itu nanti mau saya konekkan sama tabel anggota. Yang mau saya konekkan nanti kolomnya, misalkan seperti itu. Nah, konsep ini yang kalian pelajari ini, yang kayak gini-gini, misalkan kalian build database nggak pakai step yang yang draw from the scratch tadi, itu yang harus benar-benar dipahami mana yang mau reference kemana gitu. Ngefeknya nanti ke codingan yang ini di reference kemana ya, ini di reference kemana gitu. Kalian decide sendiri gitu. Tapi kalau saya sih pilihannya mending pakai desain software desain yang seperti ini. Gitu. Ya. Oke. Next. I will show you my SQL Workbench. Nah, this application. What application you use for coding your another course like website or programming course like Java? What application? Aplikasi apa yang kalian pakai, Rek?
VS Code, ma'am.
VS Code for all of those?
We still Java, ma'am.
Oh, you use Java, VS Code ya. Oke. Website. Udah diajari belum sih? Coding HTML gitu, website.
We
yang...
haven't learned it yet, ma'am.
Oh, you learned it yet. Using VS Code also?
No, we haven't learned.
Oh, you haven't learned
Yes.
it. Okay. VS Code, you can use that for any language, yeah, that you will use in the future day, yeah. For Java, for website like PHP, HTML, and CSS, and maybe you use CMS, yeah, like CodeIgniter, or you use Laravel, or another kind of CMS, you can use VS Code, of course. Nggak ada yang pakai NetBeans di sini? Anyone use NetBeans or Eclipse maybe?
I use NetBeans, ma'am.
NetBeans, okay, NetBeans. All of those application, of course, you can code MySQL language, yeah, for this course or for database specifically, you can use that also. On NetBeans, maybe you can see on the data menu database tab, you can set up the connection and they will connect directly into your local host. On VS Code also, they can connect it directly into your database. Yeah. So in my class, yeah, after midterm, you will learn to code MySQL. Yeah. You can use any application, ya. Kalian bisa menggunakan macam-macam aplikasinya untuk coding. Ya, terserah kalian, yang pasti di situ kalian coding untuk MySQL dan itu bebas. Ya. For example, ya, that I will show you here is MySQL Workbench. On MySQL Workbench, ya. This is the easiest tools, I think, for designing database. It is easier than Power Designer personally, yeah. And most of students or most of your kakak tingkatmu kebanyakan pas waktu designing database buat TA-nya yang buat kecil-kecil ya, masih skala kecil-kecil gitu, or buat pengembangan dari aplikasinya yang mau dia bikin, itu pakai aplikasi MySQL Workbench. Jadi, misalkan ini ya, kalian bisa aja coba silakan install MySQL Workbench, seperti itu. For the designing itself, you can see here. This one is for connecting your database, ya. You can set the MySQL connection here. Yeah. You can set here. You can give any name here, and mostly you use localhost, which is you use IP address is 127.0.0.1 like this, and they use port 3306. And then you can test your connection automatically. If they already connect, you can connect into your database. No connection established. Why? Because ininya masih mati, belum di start. Back again. Continue anyway. Nah, so anything that you can see here, it is already on your server, on your local server. So if you open your local host, for example, it will similar. But in this application, it gives you easier, or it is more user-friendly to code. Then if you compare it, if you code it using CMD, of course in your first job sheet you will use CMD command prompt. I will just use it just one time, just 1 week, and after that you better use maybe NetBeans, or maybe VS Code, or maybe you can use MySQL Workbench to code SQL. That's easier for you. This one is the platform to code, Jadi kamu bisa ngetik ini apa aja nanti yang udah diajarkan di sini, terus di running di sini, dan otomatis kesinkron ke local hostmu Nah, yang pengen saya ini, mumpung lagi pelajaran desain, This is the example, Actually, you can code. You don't need to code it from scratch. You can use this application to build your database just by easy. Click, and you can build it. As long as you understand how the concept about building database. That's the most important problem. So this one is example. They have a table here. So file new model, for example. Nah, they have their own database. For example, latihan or exercise. I already create exercise table, and I just need to add table. You can do your table. For example, member. Member. I have column name is ID member. Okay, ID member data type integer. Sama seperti yang di ini ya, sama. This is primary key. Primary key. Of course, if primary key automatically not null, ini unik Terus ada macam-macamnya. Nah, ini for example aja lagi member name. Ada lagi member birthday. Ya udah, tinggal gini tok, sebenarnya itu easier. Misalkan member name-nya nggak boleh kosong, ya udah di not null. Oke, kalau udah sudah ini taruh bawah dulu. Ini udah diatur. Udah member. Hilang. Ya udah, tinggal nanti sudah dibikin. Oh ya, saya sudah bikin. Terus nanti saya lanjut lagi. Saya refresh lagi. Member, ya, saya punya tabel member ini. Saya punya add lagi, mau add lagi table, nanti ya ketambahan lagi di sini, table lagi apa. Ketambahannya nanti di sini semua muncul, misalkan for example, employee, ya, terus column name-nya diatur sama di set, seperti itu bisa langsung muncul, create di sini langsung jadi, terus otomatis ke sinkron, seperti itu. Kalau sudah di-create ya, entities-nya ya, terus teman-teman di sini bisa nge-create juga data modelnya ya, add diagram. You can add your ER diagram by yourself. You already use table. I already create table employee and member, for example. Ya, so I just need to drag ya. Tadi employee kan belum bikin ya kita ya, masih kosong loh. Ya, something like this. You can easily drag and drop, and then you can, for example, one employee can manage many member, and each member just need to be managed just by only one employee. Satu pegawai itu bisa memanage banyak member, tetapi satu member itu hanya boleh di-manage sama satu pegawai. Konteksnya misalkan DPA. So you just need to put, nah gini, udah salah kebalik ya. Ya udah sampai kayak gini jadi nanti. Kenapa ini nggak mau di drop? Oh iya, ini kan belum ada isinya, jadi nggak mau digeser. Ini kan harusnya dia punya primary key sendiri. Ya seperti itu ya, nanti ngatur-ngaturnya bisa seperti ini. So I show you some few kind of application to build database or to build database design. So you can compare maybe for me, if you just have the CDM, if you just have the ERD, I think it is be easier to draw it through this. Ya, ini isi sih lebih mudah sih kalau kata saya, tapi nggak ngerti kata mahasiswa banyak sulitnya di sini. So the alternative way you can use this. Yeah, just create it here like my example before. Mana tadi? Yang Sakila. Don't save aja ya. Nah, they have so many table on Sakila. They have this table. They have views. You can divide it like this. Yeah, it is so neat, and you can automatically connect it into database, and then you can migrate it. You can migrate from this migration wizard. Yeah, from those source, you can migrate into database. Pak. Oh, saya mau migrate tadi. Misalkan saya taruh di Allshop inilah ya. Ya udah, kalian tinggal ada migrate. Dan macam-macamnya ada, fasilitasnya di sini bisa kalian cari sendiri. Itu untuk designing ya. Designing yang seperti ini. Yang di job sheet, for your job sheet purpose or your test purpose, I will use Power Designer ya. for your real implementation purpose, maybe if if it is too hard, use this Power Designer. Maybe on your thesis skripsi PKL, I will show you this. I will recommend you my Square Workbench to design it all. That's all. Dah, tuh. PR sekarang. Oh, enggak PR sih, langsung aja dikerjakan sekarang, teman-teman di sini. Ini. Job sheet. Ini ada job sheet atau saya kok prefer yang ini ya. Wait. Enggak ada ya di sini ya. Ini lebih rinci. Tapi belum ada yang bahasa Inggrisnya. Nah, I prefer you to do this exercise for your job sheet homework. You have your own job sheet here. The question is this, yeah. Just change the question into this. But I haven't translated. After this, I will translate it. Ya, soal 1 yang ini, soal 2 yang ini. Kemarin, belum dikasih ya. Sebentar, saya kirim aja via ini ya, via Chrome Chat ya. Stop share dulu. Nanti saya kirim yang bahasa Inggrisnya, yang soalnya. Tapi kalau yang nah, kok nggak mau dikirim? Nanti teman-teman di sini lihat soal 1 sama soal 2 ya. Yang dikerjakan itu, habisnya sesi Zoom saya tutup, saya coba translate-kan dari persis yang soal itu. Nah, ini ya. You can see on your Zoom chat room, I already sent the Indonesian version of your homework. You just need to do that question number 1 and number 2 on your on that PowerPoint, and you use it as your practicum class homework. Ada yang ini kesalahannya bukan karena kesalahan apa, kesalahan teknis. Siapa yang komputernya dari direparasi? Cuma siapa ini tadi ngechat saya? Cuma 1 di kelas ini. Kafila.
Yes, ma'am.
Direparasi sampai kapan komputermu, Pama?
No, ma'am. It's from yesterday night. I think today they will.
They can finish to repair your computer. Yeah, that's okay, Kafila.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, that's okay. You have like usual. You have few days to finish it. Yeah. If your computer is in trouble, please tell your lecturer, maybe in different courses, for example. Jadi mereka bisa ngundur deadline-nya. Nah, tuh.
Okay,
kalau yang
ini,
iya, you are welcome, Kafila. Kalau yang ini, Re, ini lebih terperinci kunci, tapi kok ya masih bahasa Indonesia ya, wis. Gak apa-apa wis yuk. Nanti habis inilah saya translate habis ini. Terus saya upload ke situ. Ya. Yeah, this is your homework. This is about online store ya. You need to create it on Power Designer. Of course, they have item type, ya, selling and employee. Nah, dia punya banyak. And ini saya kasih bold yang seperti ini biar memudahkan teman-teman. Ya, untuk atributnya silakan diatur sendiri ya sesuai kreasi kalian. Kemudian yang soal nomor 2 juga, di soal nomor 2 itu kalian ada yang tebel-tebel ini berarti entitasnya, right? Tapi kalian perlu perhatikan juga yang warna-warna seperti ini berarti itu ada relasi yang membuat dia jadi tabel baru. So it means many to many relation. You just need to give a notice. So I already give the bold font here. You need to analyze it again, and then you need to do it. Oke, coba nanti paling enggak hari inilah satu soal dulu lah selesai gitu ya. Nanti saya kirim, saya kasih link aja. Saya bikinkan Google Form link. Kalian capture di situ. Tetap di sini deadline-nya tetap 1 minggu lah misal, tapi paling nggak saat hari ini kamu coba finishin itu 1 dulu. Drive Google, saya create. Nah, saya create new ini dulu folder. Database ya, database. Nanti gini, terus, and then I will create Google Doc here. I will give it name progress report. Kelas apa ini? 1H atau 1I?
Iya, ma'am.
Iya. Oke. 1I 20. Ya, terus praktikum 6 ya. Nah, ini nanti saya kasih kayak gini. Tetap laporan versi cantiknya ya 1 minggu lah ya, nggak apa-apa. Tapi yang ini progress report aja. Gimana ini bikin tabelnya, Rek? Insert table gini. Inilah misalnya. Ini NIM. Apa nggak nomor absennya kalian? Urutannya. Apal nggak?
Hafal, ma'am.
Apal ya. And then this is progress report. You just need to finish it until number 1 for today ya. Yang kamu masukkan misalkan kalau sudah nomor 1 segera ditaruh di sini ya. Misalkan nomor 1, absen nomor 1 udah selesai, kalian capture sampai yang YOCDM, LDM, PDM-nya tempel-tempelan di sini wis. Jadi nanti ini panjang, Rek. Kamu absen nomor 16 misalkan yo inserten sendiri lah ya di sini, kasih ono sendiri, yang penting urut gitu. Any question for your progress report for today?
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet ya. Okay, everyone here is understand, I think. Lah, itunya, linknya kan lucu kalau nggak di share link. File, share link, share-nya. Editor, copy link, dan kita coba share ke sini. Nah, nanti kamu coba sih iseng buka klik terus wis bisa dibuat ngetik nggak, atau itu masih direstrik kalau pakai akun yang lain? Bisa ya kayaknya. Oke. Sip.
Bisa, ma'am.
Ya wis gitu. Itu aja. That's all from me. Do you have any question before I close this class? Okay, it is working, ma'am. Okay. No question? Okay, I will record your attendance for today, and you can ask me maybe if you have any question when you do your homework for today. You can like usual ya, langsung aja, jangan sungkan untuk chat. Ya, kalau saya nggak sibuk pasti langsung saya balas. Okay, I will record your attendance first. IB Arasi.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, and then Adinda.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Amini.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Eka.
Present, ma'am.
Evan.
Present, ma'am.
Faisal.
I'm here, ma'am.
Oh yes. Faradisa.
Present, ma'am.
Farika.
Present, ma'am.
Aulia. Oh, Farika itu Aulia. Farika Aulia. Vina.
I'm here, ma'am.
Oke. Gaitsa. Raja Wali, Nusantara. Where are you?
Excuse me, ma'am. Gaiza told me that he has a vaccination right now, and he has sent a text to you.
Oh iya Gaitsa itu yang ya sudah kok. Saya cuma lupa namanya kadang.
Yes.
Oke, thank you. Next, Hafiz.
Present, ma'am.
Oke. Kate.
Present, ma'am.
Kalian harus dapat booster lah, Rek? Kok saya belum ya? Gimana itu daftarnya? Saya nggak dapat. Oke.
Belum, ma'am.
Belum ya? Kafila.
Present, ma'am.
Oke, Maivana. Laura. Oh, Maisan. Dan Adika.
Present, ma'am.
Asad. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Okay, present. Asad, do you understand about our topic today? Any difficulties?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Not yet.
Okay, I will send the English version for your homework today on your LMS. Maybe you can check your LMS after this. Maybe I need around 1 hour lah, at least to create the equation on English. You can do your homework using that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fahmi.
Present, ma'am.
Fahmi present. Mumtaz.